Happy Saturday, all my fellow brothers and sisters and doll. It's me, your buddy Donnie again, as always, bringing you another dolly review and telling it like it TI is. Tonight, I'm gonna bring you a review of Miss Glitter Beach Barbie. That's the name of the line, Glitter Beach Barbie. But this is the character of Christie. Okay? In the 90s, Mattel had this style or trend where all the dolls, well, not all, but most of the dolls would say, you know, the name Barbie large across it, and in a teeny tiny corner, the name of the character if it wasn't indeed Barbie herself. Okay, I don't know what strategy of marketing was that about to expand the Barbie brand, to make sure that all of Barbie's ethnic girlfriends were indeed labeled as Barbies. I mean, they are all Barbie, just different colored plastic, but they're all Barbie. This is a Barbie. This is a Barbie. A black Barbie, but a Barbie nonetheless. White Barbie, black Barbie, Latina Barbie, Asian Barbie, two more white Barbies, white Ken, black Ken, although his name is Steven, his barber name is Steven. But anyways, so Glitter Beach Barbie, it's from, let me see, focus the camera here. My eyes are not what they used to be. I know, oh, right here. 1992. She is from 1992, and she sports the California Dream Christie head mold. Okay, I have dubbed it the California Dream head mold simply because, well, that's the first doll, to my knowledge, that this head mold debuted it as. Okay, California Dream Christie. Okay, from 1988, I believe. 1988 or 87? 88. Anyways, my boy Daryl, he's one of my bestest, dearest friends. He is absolutely bananas over this head mold. This is his girl. So shout out to my Day, because I know you love this girl. This is your girl. I love her too. But when Day and I have our doll talks, we discuss head molds and how, and he brings up a very interesting point, which is true, that if the if the head mold, if it's painted on right, it'll pop. But if it's painted on kind of boring, well, it'll flop, sort of. Now, California Dream Christie, I don't have her in my collection. And I was never really fired up hurry to get her, because, as ridiculous as this is gonna sound, I resented that head mold when it first came out. Yes, I resented her. And you wanna know why? I resented her because she took over the official head mold for all black dolls, all black female dolls rather, for the Dee head mold that I was so very, very fond of. So when California Dream Christie came out, I was like, okay, she's pretty, but what about the Dee head mold? I miss Dee. By the way, I love Dee. I miss her. So I was like, who's this heifer? I wasn't really crazy about her, because yes, she has a toothy smile, and gorgeous in her own right. But again, she came to usurp the Dee head mold, place for black female dolls. So that kind of bothered me. I laugh it off right now, because I'm an adult in my 40s. But back when I was a 12-year-old boy, I really was upset. I was actually upset because I love the Dee head mold, and I love her to this day. But anyways, this Christie, as you can see, she is beautifully painted on. Okay, let me get her out the box. Isn't this exciting? Yes. And that's all she wrote. These dolls, were very basic play line. Okay. They didn't bring really accessories or how do you call, or pamphlets, featuring, the rest of the dolls of this year. It was just the plain doll. But even as a plain doll, come on, Sister Girl is gorgeous. She is gorgeous. Look at this. Look at this head mold. My goodness, she is so beautiful. She is so beautiful. Look at her. The combination, the color scheme that they use. Ooh, she's got a soft head. Yes, yes. She has a sparkling bikini, 2-piece. Okay. It's mostly green. Okay, because that's her color assigned for this line, green. She also wears earrings, which I love. I love when dolls, even beach line dolls, which in reality, it seems a bit impractical and unnecessary, for women or men for that matter, to be putting on earrings to go to the beach. It just seems unnecessary. But this is a doll. So she can get away, with being a little more glamorous than real people would be. I mean, really, who gets decked out for the beach? You're gonna get washed over anyways. So again, for a doll, absolutely adorable. This little necklace, the earrings, the little headband. Sadly, let me get her out. I'm gonna get her out because I bought this doll with the very purpose of rerouting her. So there will be a part 2 to this video, once I've done her new mane of hair. Okay. But I have a couple of other reroutes, waiting in the wings, but, I just wanted to, unbox her, and even though Mattel is not sponsoring me or giving me any sort of kickback, I can honestly say I endorse this doll. Okay, if your budget allows, get her. Okay, get her. You won't be disappointed. Not only for the same frivolous reasons, of liking any doll, which is, ooh, she's pretty. She's not gonna cure cancer or diabetes. It's just a freaking doll. But again, she is very, very pretty. I endorse her gratuitously. And just because, well, these type of videos, the ones, at least the ones I make, fall under the fan art category. Like I always say, I'm not sponsored. I don't have a Patreon account. I haven't even figured out what that means. I I don't get anything from anybody. I don't. I make these videos again just because. Now, again, as gorgeous as this doll is, I suspected that Sister Girl, would be donning this dry, brittle type of flyaway hair that, well, I don't care for it. I really don't. I don't like the texture. It's one of the reasons why I don't like this hair is because, well, if you get it wet and you store it in a drawer someplace, it'll catch a smell. Right now, no, it just smells like new plastic. Even though, she's been in this box for the last 30 years, So, she's okay, it's like, I will reroute her. And I can tell you, that my intention of rerouting her is with fantasy hair colors. Fantasy colors that I will mirror her necklace color scheme. Like, I'm gonna try to match this yellow, greenish, chartreuse type of thing for like most of her hair, and then this bright pink and orange for some chunky highlights. I might even give her bangs. I don't know. I'm not sure if I'll give her bangs or not. As you can see, this is the classic Barbie that reigned supreme for the 80s and 90s. The standard beach body with the, turn waist, twist and turn. Okay. The arms that go all the way around. Okay. The legs that click when they make a sound. And, the high heel position, little feet. Okay. 90s dolls hold a very special place in my heart because, well, although I was already a teenager by the 90s, okay, I was in the 90s actually. The 90s, especially the early 90s, were a very joyous time for me because my brothers were little and we were all together. At the time, our father couldn't be with us for geographical reasons, but I had all my brothers with me. I'm a sentimental sap, okay, and this doll brings me memories of going to the store, okay, with my brothers, and me fantasizing about getting these dolls someday. Because at the time, I couldn't really afford to be buying dolls the way I can buy dolls now as an adult. Okay? I've been working all my life. Ever since I was a teenager, I've been working, But the type of job that I had as a teenage boy, well, was babysitting other neighbors' children, and running errands, again, for neighbors, So I had little odd end jobs, in the house as a teenager. So, I had, a little bit of money. But anyways, so that's why 90s Barbies mean so much to me. Because, again, they take me back. They take me back to the time where my brothers were little and they were all with me. Nowadays, one of my brothers is really far away because he chose to be far away. Anyhow, I'm not going to get into that because I don't want to depress you and bum you out. Anyway, so here's Miss Glitter Beach Christie. Okay, like I said, there will be a part 2 to this video. And of course, the part 2 will show her, with her new hair. I like pronouncing it like that. Her hair. I'm Latino, but I came to this country when I was 13. And from that moment on, all my teenage years, I spent it surrounded by mostly Black American folks and some Latinos because that was the area that I lived in. So my lexicon, my vernacular, sometimes I sound like a black guy, sometimes, I sound very Latino, because, my accent is still there, and, it's a funny little mix of how my speech pattern isn't really consistent as most people's are, because I learned to speak English watching TV and movies, because in one moment, I could have a twang like Vin Harper from Mama's Family, or I could also sound a little bit like George Jefferson, it's because again, that's how I learned the language. I sort of copy and pasted phrases and words from my favorite TV show characters, and just mimic them, and not only the words and the meaning, but also the cadence in their voices, And anyways, before I forget, Sister Girl over here comes with this orange brush. I love this style of brush. I love it. Even though I hate this type of hair, I love the brush itself. Okay, so anyways, thank you for your time. I appreciate you all stopping by and listening to my gibberish, and looking at the dollies that I'm so very fond of. Okay, have a wonderful rest of your Saturday, because it's Saturday night right now as I'm filming this. Okay, and again, thank you so much for watching. I love you all. Ta-ta for now.